Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Before we get to today's video, I want to share with you something pretty cool, which is that my most recent video regarding the black triangular unidentified object that was discovered sort of hiding in an old Apollo 9 mission photograph has been picked up by numerous online and international news outlets. I found out today. At least 5 I've seen thus far. The news story is actually one of the top stories when you Google UFO news, as you're seeing here. So we have hit the top stories on Google with anything related to a search of UFO news. Any publicity is good publicity. It was really cool to see news outlets out there actually picking up a video from a YouTuber and 10-year researcher like me, rather than what the mainstream media has been doing as of the past year or two, where they are focusing on their own UFO narrative. They have hidden channels like mine and others from the YouTube search results. So I'm happy. It gives me confidence in certain online news outlets, and that Secureteam is back in the game, along with all of the other underground researchers that used to be the #1 search result. And by the way, in that previous video, I just want you guys to know that I went back in, I forgot when I posted it, but the direct image source link to the photograph is in the video description, as well as the pinned comment. I guess there was some question about whether this was from the Apollo 9 mission, and yes, it was. As I said in that video, it was snapped by one of the astronauts when they were doing the Apollo 9 orbital mission with the lunar lander as they ramped up to actually go to the moon. So it was snapped during the Apollo 9 mission, and the link is there if you want to check it out. So pretty cool day. I have confidence again, and I just want to thank all of you guys for being such an awesome community. So I want to show you just a couple of little bits of UFO news, as well as news not directly related to the UFO phenomenon. The first of which is a new capture of yet another, and I love this topic, but yet another very mysterious, unidentified flying object caught streaking at a downward direction, although in space there really isn't north, south, east, west. But as you can see in this photo here, and in the images I'm showing you, we have 2 separate objects that were captured by something called the SDO, wherein which we have launched satellites out into space that monitor, take video and photographs of our sun in 13 different spectrums and wavelengths. And it appears that on the same day, and almost at the same time, these NASA satellites captured 2 unknown objects flying past the sun that took upon the appearance of 2 spheres in the front of this sort of triangular object, which is in the red UFO image that you're seeing here, which could be streaking past, leaving a trail, or could be part of some long cylindrical ship. We have this sort of triangular structure with what appear to be 2 spheres or spherical looking objects connected to the front of it. And so here is the other image taken in blue. And again, mind you, these are just in different wavelengths. So these aren't glitches. They're actually being captured in different wavelengths, different spectrums. And again, we see a similar object streaking down, which shows very similar characteristics to the first object. It has this long streak next to it. And when looking at the blue object, when we invert it here, we see a very similar sort of triangle base to it, and in the front, these 2 cylindrical objects that definitely look similar to the first object in red. Not exactly, but still very anomalous. I've done countless videos, and I want to do many more on these UFOs that have been captured near our sun. So many images. Sometimes NASA would appear to attempt to hide some of these because there will be these large black squares almost photoshopped right into the image after NASA gets it downloaded from the satellite. And I did a video back in the day that proved that these black boxes were being put in there, because sometimes it can be a dead pixel, but other times, and as I showed in that video, and I'll try to find it, but I had found a photograph that had just been taken that showed a perfect triangular looking craft, and then just a day later, maybe it was even hours, when going back to the photo online on NASA's website, there had been one of these mystery black boxes placed directly over top of it. But that's not to say we haven't captured others. As you've been seeing in these different images, they're all authentic NASA images snapped of very strange objects from long cigar-shaped craft, like the ones you're seeing here. And this is just amazing, the structure that this thing seems to have to it, along with other UFOs surrounding it. Many different shapes, that's for sure. And the idea or the theory has been that these objects are coming to our star to siphon energy from it. Because if you're an alien spacecraft and you're going from solar system to solar system, galaxy to galaxy, what would be the best way to charge up your ship and to use something as natural as a sun? We've also seen disc-shaped UFOs that seem to be jetting out of the sun. And we're talking temperatures here that would melt anything. I mean, we don't have anything that the sun could not melt. No metal that we have, but these things seem to have some sort of shielding around them. And you can see in these images, I mean, they're there. In some of them, they seem to be shooting beams toward the sun, or again, siphoning energy from the sun to them. So what do you guys think about these mystery UFOs captured near our sun? The theory that they're taking energy from them and using them for energy is completely possible. It's the ultimate natural energy source. We use it ourselves in a smaller scale here on Earth. And if any of you guys go to the SDO website and monitor it and you find something, try to screen record it, get images, and email them to me. My email is down below, where I ask everyone to send me their UFO footage. SecureteamNews@gmail.com. And also some off-topic news here, but still very intriguing because we've had many UFO sightings shown on SecureTeam as well, where we've caught these unearthly objects hovering around volcanoes. There was breaking news over the past day or two after seismometers and scientists recorded a sudden surge in activity under what are called the Three Sisters volcanic complex located in Oregon's Cascade Range. Equipment used by the U.S. Geological Survey to monitor volcanic activity began detecting short bursts of tiny earthquakes across a 12-mile area where the ground literally started lifting up from the magma below, pushing up on the Earth's crust and mantle, making the ground rise up by almost an inch. In the past 20 years, there has been activity in this area that has risen the ground, if you put it all together, to about a foot higher. However, the surges in the past year and that were just detected are definitely lifting the ground at a much faster pace than they had ever seen. Now, two of these volcanoes, they haven't erupted in 14,000 years. One of them is called the North Sister, and the other is called the Middle Sister. So nothing in 14,000 years, and it's considered unlikely that they will ever erupt again. However, the South Sister last had a major eruption around 2,000 years ago, and could erupt in the future, posing a significant threat to the life within the region. And so, yeah, we have seismographs as well as satellite imagery detecting this tectonic uplift near the South Sister starting at around 2000, but this year and these new readings that have been captured in the past couple of days are definitely giving scientists a pause. I wouldn't say they're super concerned, but then again, I highly doubt they would say they're really concerned to the public. You know, they want to keep people calm, but it is noteworthy that they detected this movement, the crust literally shifting again and being pushed up, and so they are going to continue looking at it. At this point, there's no sign of an imminent eruption or anything like that, but it was newsworthy. It hit all major mainstream news outlets, so I thought it interesting and prudent to post for you guys today. So with that, tell me what you think about these mysterious UFOs around the sun. Again, it was an awesome day to be featured in the news. It gives me faith that the real UFO research community is not completely gone and hidden by the algorithm for good. And one way I always bring up that you guys can help push my videos to be recommended to more and more hundreds of thousands of people is to hit that like button, click subscribe if you're not, and turn on notifications, and leave a comment. That shows the algorithm you're interested in knowing more about this phenomenon, and they will recommend more of my videos to you that you may have not even seen or known about. So again, guys, thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for another video I'm going to try to get up tomorrow. I appreciate you. Stay tuned, stay safe, and I will see you all back in just a bit.